Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends Skrull Infiltrator Army Builder. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Skrull Infiltrator Army Builder. Now I believe this is going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive no matter which side of the pond you live. And this is a highly anticipated army builder. We have been wanting to secretly invade our shelf for a long time. So you know I couldn't just buy one. Right now on the table I have 3 Skrull troopers. Well, infiltrators, because that's exactly what the Skrulls do. They invade. And yeah, I'm very happy to add these. I've got 3 for now, but you know I'm going to be adding more. But first of all, I just love the box art. I'm not going to lie, I do like this simple format for army builders at a cheaper price point, simple packaging. We know what we're getting inside. This is probably the better army builder out of the ones we've got so far, and I'll explain why. But there they are on the box. Spin it around. The art continues all the way around to the side. Same old stuff on the back, no wave association, nothing like that, just all the legalese. Skrull Infiltrator, as I said. But yeah, when you start lining these up together, you can actually create that collage, that full picture, if you will. So when you line them up like that, that full image that wraps around the box, which is pretty good. So we've got 5 Skrulls there, so you know I'm going to need at least 5 for the display. But nevertheless, I am very happy with these, but I do want to just compare them to the previous army builder boxes that we've already got. So let me take them away and let's do that. Here we have a comparison compared to some of the other army builder figures that have been released via this same Hasbro Pulse concept, which, as I said, I welcome. This is a perfect way to get our army builders at a cheaper price point. We've got the Hydra Soldiers, the AIM Troopers, the Hellfire Club Guardsmen, which you know is a personal favourite of mine, and now we've got the Skrull Infiltrators. But you know that's not all. We've also got the black sort of hand ninjas coming out later, and right now I've also got the Shield Agent 2-pack, which I will be reviewing on the channel as well. So this is the first time we have got this in this sort of double figure scale, but still, it's nice to know. So now we've got quite a few army builders to choose from for our Marvel Legends collection. So as I said, it's a concept I welcome, but yeah, the boxes are all on point and very much in theme with each other. But again, it's all about what's inside the box. So without further ado, let's get them open. Pow, and here we have the Skrulls out of the packaging. And just a real quick setup there to show you how easily you can make a really nice display. I can't wait to really spread these out on the shelves, and they can definitely invade the collection. But as I said at the start of the video, this potentially is the best army builder pack because it gives us options. As you can see, we get 2 heads and 2 different sets of weapons as well. So you can have a little bit of variety when you're army building, and I know we appreciate that. And this is everything you get in one box of the Skrulls. You get the 2 guns, the 2 heads, and the Skrull himself. So as I said, for the price point, this is very nice, a perfect army builder. And I like the 2 head sculpts as well. It's on the Sunfire body as well, the first time we've seen this much articulation on an army builder, so I appreciate that. The weapons seem brand new as well as the heads. So yeah, as I said, I keep saying it, but it really is probably the best army builder so far. Sorry Hank, I love ya, but yeah, this one is just going to pop on that cosmic display. So let's zoom in and check out those heads. I must say that both of these head sculpts are really nice. Like, these are beautifully done. Look at all the sculpted detail on this face. It just gives a really mean mugging expression, and I like that the uniform is an overlay, so that purple hood is a separate piece, so there's no sloppiness with paint. It's just really clean lines of the purple hood over the green skin of the Skrull, with the nice digital printed eyes on the nice wrinkled sculpted face. And I like this mean mugging sort of stoic face as well. This is really nice. But we do have options, and you know we appreciate options. And I said the last one was mean mugging. Then what about this one? This guy is definitely angry. This time the teeth are all on show with that gritted teeth, angry expression, but it still has all those same details from the previous head as well, with the really nice sculpted creases on the face. The hood is a separate overlay, so there's no sloppiness. Nice big green ears. Yeah, both of these heads, if I throw up a side by side, then you can see for yourself. Both of these newly sculpted heads work perfectly for these Skrull infiltrators. Really like the options here. That's how we should be getting our army builders, with different expressions to mix up the displays. So I appreciate that, Hasbro, and yeah, please keep more of the same. But both of these are superb. Really like them. And of course, they all come with their cosmic hair dryers. This is how Hasbro originally teased the Skrulls to us, by showing us this newly sculpted weapon. And it is all new. We've not seen it before in Marvel Legends. Nicely sculpted cosmic ray gun in this flat grey with the 2 purple highlights. The Skrull can hold it in either hand with his trigger finger hand, no problem at all. And it is pretty good. It's got a hollow tip, but no effect piece to put in there. It would have been nice to have an effect piece to sort of demonstrate it blasting maybe, but still a nice unique weapon for the Skrull. The second gun is another brand new uniquely sculpted weapon just for these Skrulls, and it is very space age futuristic, but again, it's done in a flat grey, so all this sculpted detail is a shame to be hidden when the light hits it. It would have been nice to have a bit of a dark wash on this, maybe a gunmetal grey, but still, someone can definitely flesh out those details with a bit of dry brushing themselves. But it is a nicely newly sculpted gun, something you'd see Cable holding, if you will. But the advantage of having the 2 trigger finger hands made in that softer plastic is that you can actually use the other hand to hold the under barrel, so you can get him in a nice pose. And because this body mold has butterfly joints as well, you can get him posing, shooting the gun as someone actually would as well. So it's nice to have those display options. Obviously, someone out there can pose it better than me, but again, you know what I'm saying, those butterfly joints really do make a difference when posing a character with weapons more dramatically. But yeah, this is a nice new gun. So both weapons that come with these Skrulls are brand newly sculpted weapons, unique to these. And if you have any of the muzzle flashes from previous Marvel Legends, they do pop in this Skrull weapon, no problem at all, in both of the barrels. So it really does make a difference for a display. I hope we see more of these in the Marvel Legends line. But yeah, I think it looks great. Taking one last general look at the Skrull figure itself, it is on that Sunfire body mold, as I've mentioned. So you got the deep V on the sort of butterfly joint, which really does make a difference. Really far forward and really far back. For characters holding weapons and whatnot, that's really going to make a difference to the display. So I appreciate this choice for body mold. The character design itself is spot on to what we see in the comics, with the purple uniform, with the slight contrast to the dark navy. We've got the dark navy trunks and boots, which are a separate piece of plastic, so the lines are really crisp. It's the gloves that are painted on, and also the collar piece up here. The spikes are there, those traditional spikes that we see in the comics. It would have been nice to have a plastic sort of overlay just for these sort of collar sort of spikes. It really would have stood out a little bit more compared to the painted on versions. But still, not mad about it. We only get 2 trigger finger hands, which again, I've been praising this figure for options. 2 heads, 2 weapons. Unfortunately, only 1 set of hands. Now, it makes sense to have the trigger finger hands for the weapons. However, I really would have liked some fisted hands with this figure. I think it would have made it a perfect army build if it had the fisted hands, 2 heads, 2 weapons. But these dark navy hands are sort of black, so I'm sure you can find some other legends in the collection you may be able to mix out and get some different expressive hands for your Skrulls as you're building them. But as this body itself, as I said, you've got the deep sort of cut there on the front. That ab cut is really nice, to be fair. Swivel at the waist as well. Arms will go really far up, as well as the double jointed elbows. Hinge at the wrist, of course. Swivel at the bicep. Swivel here at the top of the thigh, as well as a really nice double jointed knee. He can kick his lower back all day long. You've got the boot swivel, really nice ankle pivot and rocker. I think this is a great choice for an army builder from body mold. I know we've still got the pins on this body mold, but again, that's just the action figure aesthetic. Most of our legends have pins on the shelf, so we're just spoiled in 2022 with all these pinless figures. But I think for an army builder, this is a great choice, and I can't wait to see the displays that people get with this guy. But yeah, all in all, it's just so good. Here I have my 3 Skrulls together, and they look great already. I can't wait to add more to the ranks. And for size, you can see they are just over the 6-inch mark, but perfectly nearly 6 inches. So yeah, really happy with the size of these. And I'm going to take this opportunity to ask you guys the question. Let me know in the comments of this very video, how many Skrulls do you want? How many are you going to buy? Let me know in the comments below. I definitely need more than 3. Moving into some comparisons, the first one had to be the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure. Now, they were the first Skrulls we'd gotten in the Hasbro sort of updated era, so people were army building them. I only managed to get 2 so I could display both heads and the hands, etc. But these are going to make some some really nice companions for the army of the infiltrators we are building, and they match really nicely as well. The purples are perfectly spot on, and the uniform designs are virtually the same as well, with the boots and the gloves being that darker navy, but the Super Skrulls have that plastic overlay and the darker navy on the chest, where the Skrull here doesn't, but still a nice contrast. The greens are slightly darker on the Super Skrulls as well, and then the eyes are all yellow. You've got no pupils on the Super Skrulls, which I'm fine with. I actually like the pupils and the green tones on the infiltrators. I do think it's a nice contrast, and there's just a little bit more personality in these guys. These just look like big brutes that are there to do some beating, well, these guys look a little bit more mischievous. But yeah, I like that we can mix these up, and now we can add more Skrulls into the mix and start building our army. Yeah, I'm excited for the potential of our cosmic displays. I'm going to keep these two Skrulls on the table as we move through these comparisons. First up, another army builder with the Hydra soldiers. Or are they Skrulls? Next up, some AIM troopers. Or are they Skrulls? Here we have some shield agents. Or are they Skrulls? Okay, I'm not going to do that for everyone, I promise. Here we have the Skrulls next to some cosmic characters with Genus Val and Nova. Here we have them compared to two of the members of the Fantastic Four from the recent retro line with Reed Richards and Johnny Storm. Or are they Skrulls? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. But I do want to point out that the Johnny Storm retro body is the same body that these Skrulls are using. Moving on to some unmasked Avengers, here we have Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, and Steve Rogers, Captain America. That's the new 80th anniversary unmasked head on this Onslaught body, by the way. But let's ask, are they Skrulls? And you know what? The green really does pop on those Avengers uniforms, so I like that. And a couple of other random unmasked characters I've got on my display. Here we have Logan, aka Wolverine, and Frank Castle, Punisher. Or are they? Yeah, you know the score by now. But I do have to say that all of these head swaps, I haven't had to heat up the pegs. They have just popped on and off, no problems at all. So these Skrull heads do seem to be quite universal, which is great for our Marvel Legends collection, because now you can really have a secret invasion on your shelf and put a few Easter eggs in the collection. And I also want to show you a Skrull body, a Skrull head on a suited body. So this is the one I used to use for my hammerhead until I got a replacement, but it doesn't seem like it's got a neck there, unfortunately. But it does colour, sort of cover the skin tone of the pink neck, but I think no neck, it doesn't work, unfortunately. But still, plenty of options is my point in regards to these Skrulls for your collection. And again, I appreciate that extra head. People are going to have a lot of fun with them on the shelf. And let's wrap up with the Who crew. First up, Frogman and Tigra. And last but certainly not least, here we have Captain Britain and Hal Fire Hank. So, final thoughts, let's wrap this all up before they fall off my rotating base. I've only just squeezed them on there, but these figures are really nice. These could quite possibly be the best single-packed, boxed Hasbro Pulse Army builder we have gotten so far. Mainly because it's a brand new character we needed for the display, and then it's got options as well, which is what we need when we are army building. 2 heads, 2 brand new weapons. The only nitpicky thing is that it doesn't have a set of interchangeable hands. I really would have liked some fisted hands for these figures. But other than that, these will fit nicely into your displays right now. They match up and pair really nicely with the Super Skrulls we already have. And you can spread these around, not just on a cosmic display, but you can have them literally infiltrating, that's what they're called, and have them invading the rest of your collection. The heads pop on lots of other Marvel Legends, so go and have some fun, spread them out, create some Easter eggs for the collection. But yeah, I do think this is a great army builder pack, and do not sleep on them. My recommendation is get them now if you want them. Think what happened to the Hellfire Hank and the Hellfire Guards. They were plentiful, and now they are hard to obtain, and they have shot up on the aftermarket. And just think, when the Secret Invasion starts to appear on Disney Plus, people are going to want to backtrack and get some Super Skrulls and Skrulls for their collection. So get them now while you can. So let me know in the comments below, how many of these Skrulls do you want in your collection? How many are you going to get? How many do you want? And is it the best army builder? What other army builders do we need? There is still plenty of conversations to be had. So you know what to do. Stick around on this channel for a live stream or two. Many other Marvel Legends reviews. So don't miss anything. And please, 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 hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. You can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much, much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at itsdanwho. and I'm on Twitter as well. Tweet me at Dan Who Reviews. And until then, people, my name has been Dan W. Or is it? And I will, of course, see you on the next one.